Frankly, I think millennials get a lot more hate than they deserve, or Gen X's or whatever you want to call them. Lazy, apathetic, careless, rude, oh, and of course, disrespectful. I'm not trying to say that we're the best generation, but I definitely don't think that the baby boomers get much say, and yet they seem to be the only ones talking. From a young age, we're told that all boys need to grow up to be men, and little girls should be able to cook rather than stand. I might not have the most life experience, but I can tell you that we were not the ones who used mental health as an excuse for shooters. We were not the ones who left residential schools open for so long. We were not the ones who started wars for the sake of starting wars. I'm not saying that adults ruined the world before we could get to it, but I'm saying that the adults ruined the world before we could get to it. They replaced the soil of the earth with Kevlar and cartridges and told us to grow flowers. On the street, they crossed the road to avoid beggars, but tell us to finish our dinner because kids in Africa could have eaten it. No, I actually take pride in my generation. From a hypothetical perspective, let's talk about a world where people knew that instead of apathetic and lazy, kids were just used to having their every thought denied. The youth may have lost their table manners, but I think I would happily trade my table manners for overall decrease of racism, homophobia, and sexism. I mean, we did create a few monstrosities like wavy eyebrows and the Paul brothers, the new Snapchat thing. But our fights on Twitter will never compare to your modern-day Hitler, to your blistered fingers from protecting your cold-blooded killers. What happened to the days when not having an Instagram page was okay? We had goals to transcend. Now we're so pathetic we need Tinder to find a boyfriend. The millennial's child who is no longer a child but still likes to be a child because you missed them being a child. You turned your back while they grew. Let me get a point across to you. Roses are red, violets are blue. Children are not possessions. Children are not possessions. Children are not possessions. We are people like you people and people like me people. But your words will start out like a ripple, but like many ripples will become a tidal wave. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but your words will never be okay. As if broken bones can be compared to the words that were drilled into our brain, because compared to broken bones, those words were freight trains. Because people are like clocks in a way, except at least with broken clocks, you can see exactly when they stop ticking. But with people, sometimes you'll never even know they're broken. But maybe, just maybe broken isn't so bad. Maybe broken is what keeps us alive in a world of pity, because you truly have to fear a child who will grow up to be adults that we see anxious, depressed, social media obsessed, self-absorbed, and entitled, struggling for survival, because you truly have to fear the child who went through hell but stares directly into the eyes of the devil and smiles, because you truly have to fear the child